Hello and welcome to Edukemy's YouTube channel. My name is Harsh Singh and in this video, we shall deal with the 4 common mistakes made by working professionals preparing for IAS examination. This video is equally valid for all those performing dual roles. People who are handling the family business at home alongside juggling for UPSC exam preparation. There are some of you who are taking care of parents, family needs, grooming the children, housewives. This video can help you avoid the common mistakes made by each of you. To be able to view such kind of videos, subscribe to Edukemy's YouTube channel. Now, the first mistake that I see in my own life, and I think many of you will be able to reflect, is the game of mind, the game of psychology, right? That we play with ourselves. Whenever I go to a particular park and I want to enjoy the nature and sit in the green grass, I choose a spot. I reach there and I really realize quickly that this is not the greenest spot. And then I quickly move to another place in the same park in the vicinity. I realize that this is again not the greenest patch, but it seemed to be quite green earlier. Then I shift to another place. I would have roamed around the whole park not to find the greenest spot at all. Grass is always greener on the other side. My dear friends, this can translate to UPSC preparation as well. We get into comparisons with others. We start comparing our life to those preparing full-time, dedicated. Oh, they've got money, they've got time, they've got finances. They already have an edge over us. Those who are preparing full-time from morning to afternoon, they go to coaching and then evening, they prepare by themselves. I am already a laggard. This is a mistake. We start comparing our lives to our colleagues, our working professionals. They enjoy every day. Life ho to aisi ho. Right? We start looking at our own college life. Had I prepared well, like Rancho during those times, I would not have had to slog and be into this kind of complexity as of date. Right? Then we say, I'm not able to attend coaching full time, not able to go to Delhi. Oh, these are mere comparisons, my dear friends. And these comparisons are also not complete. Why? Because we have only looked at one corner of the life of the other person. We are not comparing in totality. No one thing. You have got your own advantages. You have your own strong suits. Example, you have a well-settled career. You are receiving finances. Right? So, there are sort of set things in your life and you are transiting to a newer thing. So, you should not make comparisons. You are already an achiever because you thought of something bigger than yourself. And you're performing in dual capacity. What do you have to lose? You already are a gainer. So do not get into comparisons. Be an optimist for future of what you want to do and what you can achieve. Comparisons is something you can avoid. Grass will always be greener on the other side. Right? This is first thing. But in case you do not fall into that trap, the second trap is already here. That is that of exposure and the kind of vagueness it brings alongside. When you are exposed to your career, it will provide you finances and money. And money you will want to expend. Obviously, you will have not only money getting expended, the time also will go alongside, right? And you have a limited time every day, 24 hours. They can be utilized for watching movies in Netflix and chill, or enjoying with friends, right? Day in and day out, or weekends, or that same time can be utilized for studies. Look at how this exposure can also take our time away, right? You cannot dedicate all the time, right, to family functions. Every birthday, every religious gathering, every family function, every marriage, you cannot afford to attend, right? Similarly, in career, your senior might tell you, Harsh, perform well this time and I will send you to Amsterdam. And after that to London as well. I'll also raise your pay. Don't you worry, your career is set here. So this is where you must look at the focus that you have. Do you want to grow here or do you want to grow into another career or transit to another career? Your life should be balanced right now. You should not be underperforming. You should not be exceeding the expectations as well because you are into a career which is providing you finances, money and stability for now and also helping you to grow. So dedicate 9 hours to your work in a day. Along with that 7 hours to your sleep. This comes to 16 hours. 4 hours for your daily work at home, right? Daily work, and you get these 4 hours, valuable 4 hours every day to study. We will cover the timetable for working professionals in another video. But right now, these are the 4 hours which you can spend for Netflix and chill, or going out with friends, meeting friends, going to another city in the weekends, or you can dedicate the same time for your studies. The choice is yours. The focus is yours. This is a cost that we pay for the kind of ambitions that we have, right? So exposure is something that we must limit. See, these are sin goods, as the government would like to call it. Expensive cars, right? Smoking or booze, drinking. These are sin goods. The government taxes them extra. These are sin goods. Similarly, all these are sin goods for you. For now, only for now. Not that you should not attend functions, but you should limit down to all these things, right? Because time is the valuable resource. The only 24 hours that everybody has is with you as well, right? You might as well throw money, but do not spend time. Time is more valuable for an ambition like clearing the UPSC examination. So exposure and yet keeping the focus. This is important. A popular analogy is Arjun eyeing the eye of the moving fish and looking into the opposite water to be able to do this. So many distractions, yet focusing at the eye of the fish. This is what you also got to do. Not a very tough job though. But then other traps, Chakravyuh, unplanned execution. See, you are motivated enough. You have ensured that you keep away from sin goods. You are not comparing yourself others, but your preparation is going day by day fine. But look at this daily routine. If you are dedicating the morning hours every day, it is good. But it doesn't happen all the time. The daily routine does not keep at raising or getting up early in the morning. And sometimes, so this is one issue. Consistency is one issue, right? Another one is rigid schedule. We might have planned it, but we are so rigid with every day's plan because we are a working professional. This cannot work. We must have a flexible schedule. So the planning is important, right? And I'll present this in the next video. If you want to put down in the comments, I'll present the UPSC timetable for working aspirants as well, right? There are times when we are studying in Uber, we are studying in the mornings, we come back in the evenings, right? Everything is good, but we do not make notes. If we do not make notes, after 1 week, everything will be ABCD, back to square one again. It will be all jumbled up, all confused. We would have dedicated times, not saying that, but it will. If it is not organized in note making, then the sum total is 0 again, right? There are times when we are doing well, studying well, but we have this FOMO, fear of missing out. Oh, wo kya pad raha hoga? Side wala, they are doing well, it seems. No, keep faith, trust yourself, trust your abilities, trust your mentors as well, right? So this is another game of mind that mind plays with us, fear of missing out. For this, one must look at the syllabus and the previous year question. They are the first guide. People with experience who have cleared the examination, watch their videos. Mentors, ask and seek their suggestions on this. You cannot afford to spend your holidays on unplanned execution. Holidays are the bigger chunk of time that you get, 9, 10, 12 hours a day. And this time should be spent on those things which require at a stretch bigger time for preparation. A hint to you, optionals in holidays, current affairs and smaller segments in the mornings on the working days. Unplanned execution. This is a trap in itself, right? This has all got to do with relationship with time. Not only this, the exposure also with relationship with time. If you have a good relationship with time, if you're disciplined and consistent, then all these things will not trouble you, right? So this is about planning for UPSC examination. And in case you have done all this well, in case you have ensured that you are disciplined and your work is planned, right? This is one. Another one is in case you have ensured that the sin goods do not trouble you, you are disciplined here as well. Right? Exposure is limited. Another thing that you have avoided is comparisons. Then there's another thing to impact. That is the impact of failure, right? How do you handle failure? How do you handle failure is more important than how people view your failure as. People might laugh at you. Some people will say, get married. Ab ho gaya, right? Some people will say, okay, shift your city. Some people will comment, I think it was not for you, right? People will be there to gossip, family, friends, relative, whosoever it is. But how you handle failure is more important. Man ke haare haar, man ke jeete jeet. Personal victory precedes public victory. We have to be victorious in our mind before we get a public acclaim, a standing acknowledgement for our victory. Let me give you examples. My own relative, Ashutosh Shekhar, and he qualified IPS examination in the year 2014, Jharkhand cadre IPS officer. He was a working professional and qualified in his 5th attempt. And a personal story here, I and he had gone to attend the marriage in the year 2013. Both of us had gone, and he avoided the functions. He avoided the functions and I attended the functions. It was my own cousin's marriage, and that same year he qualified the examination and I did not. Point being that this gentleman did not give up. Look at his career. This is in the LinkedIn profile. He had completed his graduation from BHU by the year 2006. And after that, he worked in Canara Bank for 2 years. 2 years. After that, he did his master's, right? Not taken a single gap here. And after that, he worked with an organization as agricultural analyst, and then International Finance Corporation, and immediately after that, IPS in Government of India, his LinkedIn profile. Point I'm making is, did he not face those obstacles? Was he born in Mars or Moon? No, he was amongst us. He learned how to handle his 4 failures. He learned that. He learned not to make comparisons with other people. He kept good rapport and relationship with his seniors and colleagues so that at the right moment, he could dedicate more time for UPSC preparation. He ensured that the salary that he got, he kept it for important valuable times. Got the job? Yes, dream job for him and for many of us. Another friend of mine, my college colleague, Vikas Sangwan, an IPS officer from Rajasthan Cadet 2017 batch. I have practically seen him study 14-15 hours a day, but only during specific times between the pre and main examination. It was his 3rd attempt and he would prepare 4-5 hours every day, 4 to 5 hours only every day. But after he qualified the 3rd time, right, in the pre-examination, he gave up on his job for 3 months and he prepared like anything. He knew that if he is going to fall this time, he's going to rise up again and prepare better. Self-belief. That is what counts a lot. Self-belief counts a lot. So when you look at the kind of failures, right, and the kind of challenges, we all face equal challenges here, right? So the challenge of failure, handling failure, the challenge of unplanned execution, the challenge of exposure, and the challenge of comparisons. We all meet these kind of challenges, but the idea is not to give up. The idea is to have the self-belief and trust in our own abilities and seek support, right? And this is what Edukemy is also here for. If you are preparing in another city or a rural side, no problem. Type to us. Ask us if you want us to prepare a video on a specific topic. We are there for you. Seek support of those people who have gotten through this. And by avoiding these kind of mistakes and planning your preparation, you can definitely get through. Do remember, you are the Rajdhani Express blazing past the railway stations at a very high speed and not making noise. The trains which run slow and which are empty, which have empty wagons, they are the ones which make noise. You have substance with you, you have speed with you, you fall short of time. You have learned to handle pressures and you do not complain. Try avoiding these 4 mistakes and prepare a timetable for yourself for the prelim examination, a plan for main examination, and you're bound to succeed. Do remember one thing, there's a Pareto's principle. It says that 80% of results can be achieved with only 20% of labor. So why focus on rest of the 20% of the result? Let's focus on the 80% result first. It is enough for you to make you succeed in the examination. Remember, if you rectify yourself the moment you catch your mistakes, the moment you know that this is something to avoid for exam preparation, realign yourself and recalibrate, reprioritize your skills, right? So that you are able to clear this examination. Do remember, this is not the test of knowledge. It is the test of confidence, competence, and presentation as well. Right now, the jigsaw puzzle might not fit in, right? You might be confused about what kind of efforts, what is happening to me, and this is so scrambled up. But then the moment you see your name in the final merit list of UPSC examination, it will all fit in at its place. The blood, sweat, tear, all would have paid back to you, right? Life is a full circle. With this, you must remember that you must not commit these 4 mistakes. Now, all I would like you to do in the comment section is tell what kind of failures or challenges did you encounter and how have you overcome. Also, in case you have any questions and doubts, please post them in the comment section. We will come up with another video on the timetable for working professionals preparing for UPSC examination. Thank you for watching this video.